What's up?
Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense takes the field to start this game off. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
Runs through a tackle. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Raymond. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
3rd down play from the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Harper. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. He's still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on.
And he takes it to the house. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense will go to work for the first time. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. He'll do it himself. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds the tight end. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
The play action fake. Getting some heat. Got his man quickly. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Using the quick game.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Hell yeah.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Hands it off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
We'll go admit some guy. It's your...
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the tailback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking for room. It's Need. He's knocked down in the back.
Man, that guy's been all over the place. Never mind, but still.
Except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Gets open down the middle. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on
That's a
3rd
drop
down.
pass.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The give. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Give to the running back. Keeps the legs moving.
Hell yeah.
He's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Harper. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. He breaks a tackle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up there. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Got a man. It's Harper. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. Giving him his pads. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5, and the returner will be knocked down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On second down, he's looking downfield. This time on target. This senior showing great toughness, takes the hit, and still puts the ball on target. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. To the air on first down. Finds his target down the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll use a timeout.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
Time for 1 or 2 more plays. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He throws one to the left. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Finds a man on the left. They finally make the stop, and that will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Nice job by this defense. That's the way to set the tone in the second half. First drive, get them in a 3rd down, get the sack, get the football to your offense. That is how you get back in this game really quickly.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play,
that's like
tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play
a big chunk.
In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
From the gun, the ground game. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Got it! Touchdown, Owls! And with that, they've got the lead in the second half.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that. And once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Philly deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 17 to East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the ball is out.
We got the ball.
Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this one splits the uprights.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight, didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Gore. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch, called for and made. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the
They
easy stuff. Take
nervous.
those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5,
That's
3rd and
his
5
second
than it is
pass
when
he
you start getting
dropped.
those long yardage situations.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Oh, it's blocked. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He leaves it with the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll leave it with him. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to him on the ground. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th there, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
I mean, not the perfect game, but we'll win.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Starting to feel a little pressure. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions.
Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got a man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense, quick tempo. On second down, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Gore. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Gets it out quickly. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The offense set for a 1st down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Brings it down on the right side. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
You wasted a lot of clock.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw it. Can't make the catch. In fact, he just flat dropped it, and they just dropped the game.